Forget about fate. You can't go around kissing a married man, especially one with a baby on the way.
I told you. I didn't know I was really kissing Ethan. I thought it was a dream, Whitney, and it was the most romantic dream that I have ever had in my life.
A huge candle fell on the floor right next to your bed. You are a light sleeper and have been ever since little Ethan was born. You must have woken up and realized whose arms you just happened to be lying in. You had to have known what you were doing.
For the last time, I didn't, okay? It was a dream to me, Whitney. And it was a dream come true.
Look, I was sound asleep, all right? I had no idea Teresa was in the same bed.
Oh, right. Right. You just happened to wind up naked in bed with your ex-girlfriend while your pregnant wife's down the street in a hospital bed thinking you're dreaming about
Look, I'm telling you, all right? I had no idea that I was kissing You know what? I don't need to defend myself, do you? I know how it happened. I was there. I know how I feel about my wife. I love Gwen, and I would never cheat on her.
Fine. All I'm saying, I guess, is that, you sure have an interesting take on the old marriage vows.
David will back up my story. I ran into him as I was leaving the church after praying for Kay and her new baby. He gave me a ride back here, didn't you, David?
Yes, I did. I saw Ivy waiting at the bus stop in her wheelchair. She seemed upset, so naturally I offered a ride to your house.
Now, do you believe me?
I'm just surprised is all. And you've never given me any sense that you cared about Kay.
She almost lost her baby tonight, Grace. Do you really think I am such a monster that I wouldn't have some concern for a poor young woman in her tragic circumstances? Because I do.
Nobody thinks you're a monster, Ivy. Okay, the least Grace and I can do is give you the benefit of the doubt.
So, Liz, I'd like to speak to my husband alone.
Oh.
I mean, you don't mind, do you?
No. Of course not.
Actually, I think I feel like taking a nice walk. I always do when it's so hot. You know, we haven't had a chance to talk since Whitney left Harmony.
Yeah, because you've been too busy.
I know, and I know that you're still very upset with me, and I would like to make things right.
I know that you're probably anxious to get back to the police station, so...
No.
Well, don't you want to clear up some last-minute things about the search, you know, for Sheridan?
Not really. Look, now that I've seen the DVD of Sheridan in Paris, there's no reason for me to continue the search. All right, look, as much as I hate to admit it, look, Sheridan chose to leave Harmony on her own and go to Paris without me. All right, now I hope and I pray that her and her baby are okay, but there's nothing that I can do for her.
But still...
No. Listen, there is something that I can do for you and for our baby. So I'm not going anywhere, right? I'm gonna stay right here with you, okay?
No.
You have to help me.
I'm giving orders, Blondie, not you.
But I'm having contractions.
Stop them.
I can't. I'm having a baby, and I need a doctor now.
Sorry, no can do. Just, you know, keep your legs crossed and pray for the best.
Oh. Help me! Hold on, baby, please. Hold on.
Just wait until we get help. I can't lose you. I cannot lose you now. Please. Oh.
Liz. Hey, Liz.
Antonio, I didn't see you.
Hey, you look like you're 1,000 miles away just then.
Oh, not at all. I was right here in Harmony. I wouldn't be anywhere else.
Whitney called me today at the hospital.
So how is she doing?
She's great. Fox Crane invited Whitney and Chad to stay in a L.A. apartment that his family owns.
Wait a minute, she's living in an apartment owned by the Cranes?
Oh, honey, it's not like that. Fox was already there, and apparently the place is big enough for all of them, and they'll save Chad and Whitney a lot of money until they get on their feet.
Yeah, but damn it, why am I not surprised about all this? Chad is nothing but a low-down slacker. This so-called gig of his is nothing but a con just to get Whitney to move cross-country with him, wasn't it?
No, honey, not at all. Chad's already working for the production company. I don't think he's drawn a check yet, that's all. But I don't want to argue about Whitney and Chad. I just wanted you to know that she's safe and that she's happy. But I think that she'd be even better if she knew that we had patched things up between us.
You know what? Things would need to be patched up. If you haven't given Whitney the permission just to ditch her family and move cross-country with Chad.
The thing is, I thought that you wanted me to be here for you and the baby.
I did. I do. You know, it's just so impractical, you know, for you to actually move in with us.
Well, I don't see why.
You're a busy man. I mean, you're a dedicated police officer who works incredibly long hours, not to mention your sense of responsibility to your family and your friends. I mean, I would never expect you to give that up all for me.
Well, even if I wanted to?
I would just feel like you'd end up resenting me and the baby.
Never. Not in a million years. Beth, look, ever since Sheridan and I reconnected, you have been a total angel. You know, most women, they would have told me to go to hell, but not you. And I would have deserved it. Look, not to mention, you're carrying my baby. Right? The least that I can do is be here for you. Okay? You and the little guy, you're not getting rid of me that easy, okay?
How you doing, Blondie?
Why are you calling me that? You usually call me Sheridan.
What the hell difference does it make what I call you? You're blonde, aren't you?
I don't know what I ever did to you to deserve this, but I'm begging you, please give me proper medical attention so that my baby has a chance of surviving when it's born.
Gals have been dropping brats without doctors since the beginning of time. You're lucky you're not working in some rice paddy somewhere. You want a healthy baby? Start doing some of those breathing exercises women in labor always do on TV.
Yeah. As long as the kid lives, Beth will be happy. Yeah. Blondie can do us all a favor. She just died during childbirth.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I just find it hard to believe that you, of all people, went to St. Margaret Mary's to pray for my daughter and her child.
She said she did, Mom, and David backed her up.
Well, thank you, Jessica. You must take after your father. Contrary to your mother's low opinion of me, I do have a heart. I don't know why you find it so difficult to think that I might care about Kay when I can so closely identify with the dilemma she finds herself in. Unwed mother to a child by a man she loves but is out of reach.
Ivy, don't go there.
And not that it's any of your business, but I lit a second candle at church tonight for another unborn child. Ethan and Gwen's child. I am so worried about them, and now that they're so far away.
So far away? Well, they're right here in Harmony.
No. They left for Los Angeles earlier today.
What are they doing in Los Angeles?
Didn't Sam tell you? Gwen is having a very difficult pregnancy. And it turns out that the very best prenatal specialist has his office in Los Angeles. So there was no question about them going. I hate having them so far away when my first grandchild could be born at any moment.
I'm sure Ethan will take wonderful care of Gwen. And he'll let you know if there's anything you can do on this end.
Do you really think so, Sam? Because I am so worried about them.
Please, Sam, tell me that you are not buying into this. I mean, first, our grandchild suffers through a life and death crisis, and now all of a sudden, Ivy's grandchild is in peril. You know, Ivy, you really should get some fresh material for your act.
Look, you can't let what happened tonight get things going again with the two of you, okay? However it happened, it was a mistake. A huge mistake.
Well, you can call it a mistake. I call it...
If you say the word fate one more time, I swear I'll buy you a one-way ticket back to Harmony tonight. Honey, Ethan and Gwen are starting a family together. He is committed to being a good husband and a father.
Yep, but Whitney, that doesn't mean that we've stopped loving each other, okay? Look, the only reason that he is with Gwen is because she's pregnant. Now, if that hadn't happened, I would be his wife right now. And you know it.
You know, sometimes I can't believe you're my brother.
Half-brother. And I know what you're thinking. I take after my dear old dad, Julie.
Look, Fox, I don't care who you take after. But you're wrong about me and Teresa.
Well, you know, I'm not the one that was caught en flagrante with my old girlfriend while my pregnant wife's down the street trying not to miscarry my baby.
You make it sound like I was intentionally cheating on Gwen.
Well, the facts speak for themselves.
The fact is that I didn't know I was kissing Teresa until I woke up. And if I would have known that she was here in L.A., much less this apartment, I never would have gotten into bed with her.
Okay, so basically what you're telling me and a man chat here is that you have no feelings whatsoever for Teresa, right?
Of course I do. She is a great, great girl. And I want what's best for her.
Well, according to her, that's you.
Well, I thought you were asking me what I wanted. Look, for the last time, I am not a...
Ethan, I'm sorry to bother you, but we need to talk.
I got a better idea.
I know that you're still angry with me for giving Whitney my blessing.
Is that what you call it? A blessing? By going against me, your own husband? And by having our own daughter go against us? By moving 3,000 miles away to live in sin with some punk? And you call it a blessing? How could you send her off like that, Eve? Damn it, Eve, answer me. 1 minute, we are working together as a team to keep our daughter here. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, you just change your mind. You make a 180-degree turn. I don't get it. What's going on?
It's really hard to explain.
You know what? I bet it is. Because I don't know who you are these days. You seem like a stranger to me.
Sweetheart, don't say no.
Sheridan wasn't kidnapped at all? She's in Paris?
Which is what I thought all along. But now we've got proof positive with that DVD that she sent us from there. Sheridan was just feeling like she was under so much stress here in Harmony, she decided to get away.
Oh, thank God she's safe, Antonio.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wish you'd have talked to me about it before she took off. I mean, I'm her husband, and I was just afraid that that person that was stalking her kidnapped her and did who knows what, you know?
I know how much she means to you.
She means the world to me. I'm just lucky to have a family that's been there for me these past few days, especially Luis. I mean, he's been as hell-bent as I am on finding Sheridan. And I couldn't ask for a better brother.
I've got to get rid of Luis before Sheridan has the baby.
When Mother Nature says it's time for a baby to be born, there's no stopping things. For all you know, Sheridan could be giving birth to little Bambino as we speak.
No. No, she can't be. There's got to be a way to delay the labor, right? Here, you get on the internet. And then you figure out how. And I'll go try to get rid of Luis, okay? I'll do it.
What did she just say? I don't know how to even open the thing, much less look something up on it. Huh?
How's it going?
Boy, if it were up to me, I'd fill the pit in right now, forget the debutante and her unborn spoiled brat. But Death, she's desperate to have a child, and I can't deny my girl anything. She better get rid of that cop, so I can get Sheridan to the car. She has that child in the pit. She'll never see the light of day.
Ethan? Where are you?
Sorry. What do you need?
I just wanted to say that I am sorry for what happened before kissing you when you got into my bed by mistake. I just wanted you to know that it was not intentional. I mean, I didn't know you were really there. I was sound asleep. I thought it was a dream.
I know. I did too.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Okay, good. Because my best friend, she wasn't buying it. No. Anyway, I just want to make sure we're good, right?
Of course we're good. We have no reason not to be.
Okay. Well, good night.
Night.
Well, you guys won't mind excusing me and Whitney. I want to show her the LA skyline.
Go ahead. So, do you want to show me where I'm going to be crashing while Gwen's at the hospital?
What? My bedroom's just down the hall.
Fox, could you be a little more specific, please?
You know what? Let's get one thing straight, half-brother. You're more than welcome to stay here, as long as you like, no problem. Do me a favor, don't cramp my style, okay?
I didn't know you had any.
You're funny. You think you're funny. I mean, what are your intentions toward Teresa, anyway?
Look, I told you before, all right? A kiss. Complete misunderstanding.
Okay, well, do me a favor, okay? Don't mess with her. All right, Teresa's one of the good ones, and I don't want to see her getting hurt, okay?
Fox, since when do you give a damn about anybody but yourself? Oh, wait, okay. You've met someone, right? She lives out here? When do I get to meet her?
When you get to meet what? All in good time, half-brother. All in good time.
Good.
It's just amazing that you would stoop so low as to use your unborn grandchild to win a few points with Sam.
dare you? Gwen is ill, very ill. She and my son... Sam's and my son and Gwen have flown across the country to see the very best prenatal specialist in the world. And if you don't believe me...
She's right, Grace. Gwen almost miscarried. She almost lost the baby.
You knew that and you didn't tell me?
Ivy didn't want anyone to know where Ethan was going.
Well, tell her why, Sam.
What you hear in this room doesn't leave here. Is that understood?
Yes, Dad.
Ivy and Rebecca were afraid if Teresa heard where they were going, she might try to follow Ethan out to L.A.
But that still doesn't explain why you didn't tell me. I'm your wife.
Well, not to put too fine a point on it, Grace, but actually you're David's wife.
You know what, Ivy, you
All right,
really are...
everyone just calm down, okay? This isn't getting us anywhere. Now, do I have your word that you won't go at each other while I get us some refills?
Well, I really wish everyone would just eat the meal I made for them.
I'm sure you do, because then you can take credit for everyone eating, and then I have to go in there and clean up the mess.
You're ridiculous. I'll clean it up myself.
Why don't I go help Daddy?
You don't fool me a bit, Ivy.
I'm really not trying to, Grace. The concern I feel for Kay and her newborn child is every bit as real as the worry I feel for Gwen and her unborn child. My heart goes out to your daughter. And I'm sure you feel the same way. Oh, unless, of course, you won't allow yourself to.
And just what is that supposed to mean?
Maybe your guilt at having kicked Kay out of the house during her pregnancy is overriding all of your other emotions.
How dare you?
God knows I would be suffering the tortures of the damned if I thought that my lack of maternal concern had almost caused the death of my grandchild.
That is enough. Not another word.
Antonio, I am so glad that Sheridan's all right. So, do you think that she's going to have the baby over there, or will she come home and deliver?
I wish I knew. But whatever she chooses, you know, I'll be fine with it. As long as she and the baby are healthy and happy, that's all that matters. And that they don't stay gone too long, you know.
You're going to be a wonderful father.
Well, I hope to be a wonderful husband, too. I just haven't had much chance to do that since Sheridan and I got married, but...
Listen, I'm sure everything will work out the way it's supposed to.
Me too. Thanks. Now, hey, what about you?
What about me?
Come on, you know I'm always going to care about you, Liz. What, are you happy here in Harmony or what?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Good.
I met a man.
That is great. Now, when do I get to meet this fella?
Soon, I hope.
All right, someone hold you to that, okay? And now, what about your sister? Have you guys been able to reconcile?
Not really. But if everything works out with this guy, it might not matter.
Well, I hope so.
Me too.
TC, why are you pulling away from me like this?
Eve, I can't go back to the way things were. Even if I want to, I couldn't.
Why?
Because I miss Whitney. I miss my little girl. Every time I walk past her empty room, I think about how you chased her away from here. How you're breaking up our family.
Honey, you know that's not true. You know our family means everything to me.
It couldn't. Or you wouldn't have gone against me when I told Whitney to stay away from Chad.
Let's just not talk about this now, honey. Let's go inside and go upstairs. Come on, sweetheart. We'll talk about it tomorrow when we're both We're both feeling better.
No,
Tanya.
Eve. No. That is not going to fix things. No.
Yuck. Wouldn't want to drink this if my life was at stake. But then again, that is exactly Sheridan's situation, isn't it? Well, I think it's done here. Yeah. Oh, Lord, this could use some sugar to mask that bitter taste. Oh, Edna. Duh. The sugar is tied around your wacky daughter's waist, pretending to be a baby. That better hope Luis doesn't realize just how sweet his unborn baby really is, huh?
Well, let me feel the baby again. All right, maybe this time he or she'll move.
You know what? I got a better idea.
What?
Why don't you help me with some of my breathing exercises? Okay, so just sit right here and you just hold my hand.
Well, why don't we do the one where, you know, the one where you do the breathing and I rub your belly to relax? Hey? Relax, you're so tense.
Oh!
What?
You didn't feel that? The baby just kicked.
No, I totally missed it. All right, hold on. Maybe I'll do it again.
Okay.
Please, if you're still up there, have a heart. I need professional medical help if my baby is gonna be born healthy.
What's the story? Her contractions are coming sooner and sooner. She could deliver at any minute. Oh, there's still time.
For what?
For the concoction in this thermos is supposed to stop the contractions.
What do we want to stop him for? Let me just get the bride to my car so she can give birth to the damn baby.
Luis is still here.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Now, if Sheridan has that baby, it could die. And you know how important that baby is to Beth.
All right.
All right, I'm lowering you down at thermos. I want you to drink every drop of what's in here.
How do I know it won't kill me?
Believe me, if I wanted you dead, I could have killed you any number of ways. You want your baby to have a chance? Do as I say.
Why do I feel like I've seen your hand before?
You want to play detective, or you want to have a healthy baby?
All right, I'll drink it.
Now you're making sense. There. That's not so bad, is it?
Look at those lights.
Yeah, it's nice.
What are you thinking about?
I'm sorry. I just wish Ethan wasn't staying here at this apartment. I wish he would have gotten a hotel tonight.
You don't like him being around Teresa?
No, it's not that. I just don't want Teresa getting her hopes up all over again. I mean, she's bad enough about Ethan when she doesn't ever see him. But imagine if she sees him 10 times a day in the hallway, down at the pool, everywhere.
It'll definitely feed her fantasies.
Right, and that's what I'm afraid of.
What if Teresa's right? I mean, what if Ethan and Teresa are supposed to be together?
Baby, how can you say that? Ethan and Gwen are married. They're expecting a child together.
But that doesn't change certain other facts. I mean, with all the obstacles standing between Ethan and Teresa, Teresa's supposed marriage to Julian, Ethan's marriage to Gwen, Teresa coming 3,000 miles to give him some privacy, all that and more, and they end up in the same apartment. Not to mention the same bed where they were practically making love. Now, if that's not that unmentionable four-letter word beginning with F, I don't know what is.
Faith. Okay, maybe you're right.
Now I know that Ethan and I will end up together, or he wouldn't be here right now. It's not that I want anything to happen to the baby, because I don't. But now I know for sure that Ethan and I are supposed to be together somehow, someday, some way.
Hey, wait a minute, Ethan. I just figured out why you're bunking in with me instead of sleeping out here on the couch.
Yeah, bed's more comfortable.
No, I don't think that's it. I think you need a roommate because you don't trust yourself not to sneak back into Teresa's bedroom in the middle of the night and pick up right where you left off.
No, that's not true.
Say what you will. I know what I know.
You've never said no to making love before.
I'm sleeping in Whitney's room tonight.
Oh, TC, no. No, that's not going to solve our problems. It's just going to create distance and make them worse. Please, baby, please, just come to bed with me.
Eve, I don't feel close to you right now.
Oh, it's only a matter of time before my sister's husband is in my bed.
That was mean, Ivy. Petty and mean.
I only meant...
You meant to hurt Grace. That's pretty nervy considering how she's opened up our home to you.
Thank you, Sam. You know, I really don't feel like talking about this anymore. I'm gonna go in the kitchen and help Jessica.
I'm coming.
I know why you feel like you have to defend Grace, because you feel like there's no way to get back on track with her unless you do.
It's more than that. You know it.
Well, even you have to admit, Sam, that the reason that Kay almost lost her child, your first grandchild, is because she wasn't under your roof being cared for by her father and her mother.
That wasn't all Grace's fault.
Well, so you keep saying. But I was here when Kay left, remember? And I always thought it was just a little bit strange that Grace didn't fight a lot harder to keep her daughter at home. It's a terrible thing to drive your own child out of your house, especially a young, pregnant girl. You can call me petty and mean if you have to, Sam, but I would never do that to one of my own children.
Okay, deep inhale. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Okay, exhale. Good girl. I wish this baby would kick again so I could feel it.
Well, I promise that I will let you know the second I feel something.
All right, promise.
Could you pour me some more lemonade?
Of course.
Thank you.
Well, we did what we could, Precious. And Lord only knows how this despicable idea of my wacko daughters is going to play out.
What's going on? What was in the thermos that you brought downstairs?
You told Precious and me to come up with some concoction to stop Sheridan's contractions, right? We did.
Oh, thank God. At least that buys me a little more time.
You're gonna need a lot more than time, Missy. There's no guarantee that that concoction's gonna work. And it could be, any minute now that Luis could realize that you are pregnant with a 10-pound bag of pure, ungranulated sugar.
No, he's not gonna find out. Because I'm gonna be holding Sheridan's baby in my arms, maybe even as soon as tonight. And once Luis sees me as the mother of his child, I'm never gonna lose Luis again.
5 minutes since your last contraction. Looks to me like they've stopped.
I don't understand. What was in that drink you gave me?
What do you care what was in it? As long as you're still preggers and you're not in pain.
Oh, what's the point? Even if you delayed the birth of my baby for a while, I'm gonna go back into labor eventually. Look, please just let me out of here. Just let me be with the man that I love.
You can cross that off your wish list, honey. You ain't gonna see any man. Ever. Again.
Luis, where are you? I've never needed you as much as I need you right now.